Okay, Shalom. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe Yahweh Shai, Brakathe Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. And salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Faith-based Israelites, Israelite foreigners, those that believe in the spirit and the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, here we are in those days, man. Times is heating up. We're getting closer and closer here, closer and closer, man. We're going to wake up one day, it's going to be a totally different world, a totally different world, because this devil is kicking into high gear. Scripture says he's going to come in like a flood, and I was just watching the Apostle Tahar's video, and he's speaking on can the Israelites, can you graft an Edomite tree into an Israelite tree? He was spoken on the Hellenization of our people, and listen, through this, when this devil kicks it into high gear, that's exactly what's going to take place. A lot of the 2/3, they're going to straight up fall straight in line with this devil, man, in all his ways. These people, you got to understand, the wicked have no integrity, have no backbone. They're not men, and pretty much the Lord referred to them as heathens anyway. But like I said, this devil is just the same devil he's always been, going way back to the Ptolemy Empire, I'll speak on Ptolemy, but the Greek Empire, the Romans, the Roman Empire, reading back some of that history, man, them some vicious ass devils, and how they dealt with the people, especially the Israelites. But just reading this here, Justice Department new rule could allow federal executions by firing squad, poison gases. And there are other ways also. I think it mentions it in here. The Justice Department is quietly amending execution protocols, no longer requiring federal death sentence to be carried out by lethal injection, and clearing the way to use other methods like firing squads and poison gases. Don't forget about the electric care. But anyway, the amended rule, published Friday in the Federal Register, allows the U.S. government to conduct execution by lethal injection. And I've made videos before mentioning how the actual work that we're in is considered treasonous, which treason is, under U.S. laws, is a crime that's punishable by death. So what's the scripture says, when you're coming into the truth, you got to weigh the cause. I know I'm roughly paraphrasing it, but you got to weigh the cause. What we're dealing with here, And now I'm telling you something. Big bruh, Yahweh Shai was murdered, first delivered up by wicked ass Israelites and then ultimately murdered, which that was our sacrifice. He sacrificed himself, but the wicked acts by the wicked, man, if Big Bruh can go through this, y'all, come on. This is the life. This is the work we're in, man. This is the life we've chosen. This is the life we've chosen. So we're gonna be faced with a lot of these things, man. We're gonna be tried. It ain't no doubt about it. We're gonna be tried. Those of us that have that solid foundation. It ain't no problem with me. I'm sick of this goddamn world. Sick of this world, man. So I've pretty much been dead any damn way, That's how I look at it. Already been dead, The system, living in this goddamn system around these goddamn devils, the ailments that was caused from possibly the shit we've been eating and drinking, literally to destroy our bodies. So, hell, man, we're already dead, man. We're already dead. But let me read some more of this. The amended rule published Friday in the Federal Register allows the U.S. government to conduct execution by lethal injection or use any other manner prescribed by the law. Any other manner prescribed by the law of the state in which the sentence was imposed. A number of states allow other methods of execution, including electrocution, inhaling nitrogen gas, or death by firing squad. Man, this devil is something else, man. All he has on his mind is to kill and to steal and to destroy. Isn't that the scripture in John? To kill, steal, and to destroy. You know, that's what the devil is, man. It's the Most High's whooping stick. You know, but perfect scripture for you to read, especially the perfect scripture to give to you to, to help you keep your foot grounded. Second Maccabees 6 and 12 here. It says, "Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for those calamities." And reading up, you can read a few of those calamities, and reading on, you hear of, especially in the 7th and 8th, I'm pretty sure of Maccabees, when, it's some horrific, horrible things that this devil was capable of, man. And it's all in his power. The Most High gave it in this devil's hands, man, to have this power over us, this complete control over us. But it says, "Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities," these destruction, on how the Lord destroys. But this book was given to us for learning, for our learning, But that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. The Most High whooped our ass, man, for going against him, for going against him. So that's why we turn back and following his ways. That's why we're pushing his truth. That's why we're pushing the prophecies, That's why we're bringing out this truth, going to the highways and the byways, pushing his truth, So it says, "For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us." So yeah, it's the Most High that's doing all this, man, And it's the Most High that's ultimately going to bring this second death, which that second death is by fire. But let's go up a little bit, showing you how vicious this goddamn devil is. Hey, 2/3, like I said, going to fall right in line. They're going to eat the pork. They're going to receive the RFID chip, the vaccines. They're going to become stool pigeons, or rats, or so on, turning to do what they can to turn the righteous in. The Most High got something for them. It says here, like I said, reading up a little. Let's start at the top. "Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers, and not to live after the laws of the Most High." So we're approaching this time where this devil's going to, what we refer to as the time of Jacob's trouble. When this devil's going to shut shit down, man. And not just shutting shit down, this devil's going to release these viruses into the air. He's going to inject the people with these viruses. He's going to make sure this virus spread. The devil ain't nothing but a goddamn devil. He's a devil, man. So this devil going to cause this chaos, this madness. That's the devil for you. The time of Jacob's trouble. Like I said, 2/3 going to fall right into place, man. Right into place. It says, "And to pollute also the temple of Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius." And that's pretty much what a lot of these churches are pretty much following after, behind, I was about to say behind closed doors. This is something open that these churches do, following after the other gods, of the Jupiter, of the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwell in this place. "The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots, and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, and besides that, brought in things that were not lawful." You see, and those Gentiles there, those are Gentiles, those are Israelites. Those are Gentiles that follow the ways of the heathens, Israelites. Those Gentiles are Israelites. The altar also being filled with profane things, with the law forbidden, Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fast, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. Hey, and they're already working on outlawing the Bible as we speak. They're turning that Bible into hate speech. That's what they're working on. They're working on legislation to be passed to turn this Bible into hate speech. And it's going to be something that's going to just spring on us, man. And in that day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the fat of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy. And this book is make-believe, what they say. And here they are mentioning another devil that's written all through the history books, who these devils admire, Well, which Ptolemy you're speaking of. But, Ptolemy, which goes back to it, I don't want to mix it up or confuse it if I'm correct. If I'm going off a little, correct the brother, but I'm sure Ptolemy was who conquered Egypt, It says, by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. For there were 2 women brought who had circumcised their children, whom when they had openly led round about the city, the babes handing at their breasts, they cast them down headlong from the walls. This devil was something else, man. But vicious as devils. So we're coming fast, approaching these times where all hell's about to break loose. All hell's about to break loose. So, a lot of brothers mentioned about we should be praying a lot. Praying and fasting, which is true. We should be praying and fasting continuously. You can only fast so much, but mainly prayer, mainly prayer. It's the time you want to speak the times of prayer. We're living in those times of prayer as we speak. I had an actual prayer in my mind. I wanted to read. It's not the prayer of Manasseh. It's another prayer. The Spirit dealing with it. The Spirit wants it to come out. But again, I read verse 12, 13, 14. Lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdraw his mercy from us. And though he punish with adversity, yet does he never forsake his people. That's the elect that's going to be forgiven. But let this that we had spoken be for a warning unto us. But let this that we had spoken be for a warning unto us. And now will we come to the declaring of the matter in a few words. All right. This is heavy. If you're not familiar with Second Maccabees, get familiar with First and Second Maccabees. Heavy in history. It's heavy in history. Which pretty much goes into, like the apostle mentioned, the Hellenization of the 12 tribes of Israel. But anyway, I just wanted to bring out this vicious devil and things they're working on right now. They're weapons of death, which they were blessed with the sword. And I might add also, the guillotine is still into play. The guillotine's not going nowhere. This devil's vicious. He's a devil, man. So anyway, till next time, Lord willing, shalom.